We all know Disney has gone completely woke, which is one of the reasons that we here at Daily Wire created Bent Keys, that your kids can watch content that is not completely woke and you can feel safe doing that.
South Park just unleashed a fiery takedown, sparing no one as it set its sights on Kathleen Kennedy and Disney's Star Wars. In one of its sharpest episodes yet, the show's razor-sharp humor laid bare the franchise's obsession with nostalgia, blatant corporate agendas, and surface-level diversity, striking a deep chord with frustrated fans worldwide. But as the cracks in Lucasfilm's empire continued to deepen, one burning question remains: can Star Wars ever
allegedly has said that we've never asked for privacy, but it's documented in the interviews with the likes of Oprah Winfrey. So it's very cruel, very funny, and the bottom line is I think they should wise up and
rediscover the magic that once made it a cultural phenomenon. South Park has long been celebrated for its fearless approach to tackling cultural and industry trends, fearlessly pushing boundaries where most shows hesitate. For decades, it has wielded its irreverent humor like a mirror, reflecting society's hypocrisies and delivering sharp critiques on everything from politics to pop culture. The show's creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, have mastered the art of pinpointing hot.
We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard. Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting?
Button issues and transforming them into moments of biting satire that effortlessly blend laughter with introspection. South Park doesn't just mock trends, it tears them apart, giving voice to the frustrations of its audience. This boldness has kept it relevant for over 25 years, making it a cultural icon for addressing uncomfortable truths. In its latest episode, Joining the Pandaverse, South Park sets its sights on Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm, taking aim at what many see as the Star Wars franchise's decline under her leadership. The show pulls no punches, portraying Kennedy as obsessed with superficial diversity at the expense of storytelling. The now viral phrase, "put a chick in it, make her lame and gay," captures the frustration of fans who feel Hollywood is prioritizing tokenism over meaningful narratives. Kathleen Kennedy's tenure has been one of the most polarizing in modern Hollywood, with high hopes initially dashed by choices that many believe have led Star Wars astray. However, things quickly took a turn. One of Kennedy's first major decisions was to reject George Lucas's outlines for the sequel trilogy, plans he believed would honor the saga's roots while moving it forward. Instead, Kennedy opted for a completely new direction, resulting in the trilogy that began with The Force Awakens. While the first film was a commercial success, the cracks soon became evident. Without Lucas's guiding vision, the trilogy lacked coherence, and its heavy reliance on nostalgia left many fans disappointed. By the time The Rise of Skywalker hit theaters, even the franchise's most loyal supporters were openly critical of its direction. Star Wars:
The Rise of Skywalker. So we're excited to be doing that now. As we move into the future space, which this story is about 15 years outside of Rise of Skywalker.
Wars has always held an almost magical grip on its fans, with the original trilogy standing as a cultural cornerstone. But over time, Disney's approach to the franchise has become a double-edged sword. Rather than exploring bold, uncharted territory, the franchise has leaned too heavily on nostalgia, relying on the magic of the original trilogy to keep the brand afloat. While this strategy has delivered some memorable moments, it has also highlighted a glaring weakness: the inability to truly move forward and carve out a fresh, compelling future for the galaxy far, far away. A glaring example of Disney's reliance on nostalgia is Luke Skywalker's return in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. While these
to see here at Star Wars Celebration, we're on the heel of you were announcing 3 movies yesterday at the panel, and it's also, over the past couple of years, we've heard a lot of rumors and different announcements and different things that are official.
Moments were undeniably thrilling. Seeing a young Luke wielding his lightsaber with the confidence of his prime felt like a dream come true. They also revealed a deeper issue. Instead of creating new characters and storylines to captivate the next generation of fans, Lucasfilm seemed to say, "Remember how great Luke was? Here he is again." It worked in the moment, but over time, this reliance on legacy characters has started to feel like an avoidance of risk-taking. When Lucasfilm announced Stephen Knight, the creator of Peaky Blinders, as the writer for an upcoming race-centric Star
Characters like Mando, Bo-Katan, or I know Dave is doing a movie. Can we start seeing crossover the other way?
Yeah, I think we can. I think more than likely it will start with what Dave's doing.
Wars movie, fans hoped his gritty, character-driven storytelling would bring fresh energy to the franchise. However, Knight's sudden departure from the project has raised concerns about the creative environment at Lucasfilm. Reports suggest Knight clashed with the studio's leadership, particularly Kathleen Kennedy, over their unwillingness to deviate from nostalgia-driven storytelling. Insiders claim Knight's vision aimed to break free from the established formula, but repeated interference led to his exit, marking yet another high-profile departure under Kennedy's tenure. Another controversial moment in recent Star Wars history was Gina Carano's firing from The Mandalorian. As Cara Dune, Carano became a fan favorite, bringing strength and complexity to the Disney series. However, her outspoken social media posts, including criticisms of mask mandates and political ideologies, led to her dismissal. The move ignited a firestorm, with some applauding Disney's decision and others accusing the company of ideological discrimination. Carano didn't go quietly. In 2023, she scored a significant legal victory in her lawsuit against Disney, alleging that her firing was politically motivated and that the company had specifically targeted her for her conservative views. This lawsuit not only shed light on her individual case, but also sparked a much larger conversation about corporate censorship and the growing influence of cancel culture in Hollywood. Carano argued that her dismissal was less about her performance or professionalism and more about her refusal to conform to the ideological expectations of the industry. Her victory sent shockwaves through Hollywood, igniting debates about free speech, ideological bias, and the treatment of those who don't align with prevailing industry norms. It also became a flashpoint for critics of Disney and Lucasfilm, who saw her firing as symptomatic of a much deeper issue, one where corporations appeared to prioritize political correctness and ideological alignment over fostering a diverse range of voices and perspectives. Carano's case quickly evolved into a cultural symbol, representing what many fans and industry observers see as a troubling trend within Hollywood. The perception that creativity and individual expression are being stifled in favor of ideological conformity has alienated a significant portion of the Star Wars fanbase. For these fans, Carano's firing was the latest example of what they view as Lucasfilm's failure to stay true to the franchise's roots, a franchise that once prided itself on being a unifying force for audiences of all backgrounds and beliefs. Her outspoken nature, particularly on social media, made her a polarizing figure, but for many, her strong-willed refusal to back down earned her respect and admiration. The legal victory only bolstered her standing among those who felt her firing was unjust. It became a rallying cry for those who believe that Hollywood should value creative freedom and open dialogue over enforcing ideological uniformity. The cultural impact of Carano's case extends far beyond her personal story. It has become a defining moment in the ongoing debate about the entertainment industry's direction, with critics accusing studios like Disney of pandering to specific agendas at the expense of authentic storytelling and genuine creative risks. For some fans, her case represents the point at which the Star Wars franchise began to lose touch with its core values, as the focus shifted from the inclusive, adventurous spirit of the original films to what many see as shallow political posturing. As the dust continues to settle on Carano's legal battle and its aftermath, one thing is clear: her case has left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. It has forced both creators and fans to grapple with difficult questions about free speech, creative freedom, and the ever-blurring line between personal beliefs and professional consequences. So, what kind of video would you like to see next on this channel? Share your thoughts in the comments below.